can move on from Spurs and soccer and touch a little bit on the
I was
NBA
going to bring it
trade
up.
deadline.
This is something I do not follow, so you're going to have to talk mainly about this. I know players from
That's
like
fair.
4 or 5 years ago, maybe, but
Yeah. Um, I mean, it was a really exciting NBA trade deadline. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan, so not for me, but generally it was exciting for a neutral. Um, uh, Throughout the trade window, there were 28 teams that made deals. The only two were the Cavs, who look pretty good as they are because they already got rid of a lot of their assets to bring in Donovan Mitchell, which is obviously working out very well for them. And he
what
ended up,
position are they in the table? I should bring this
um,
up right now. I can bring it up.
they're fourth in the Eastern Conference. They're 32 and
That's
22.
crazy. The NBA is so volatile, it feels.
It is. It is over because there's so much player power. It's a good discussion
Yeah,
point.
which is something
You
that
look at
Premier League and soccer in general is taking away, which is
yeah,
kind of crazy.
like Spurs, they hold on to Kane. He has basically very little power. The position he's in. I'm trying to think of other big examples. City let their players go, but like Spurs hold. But then you look at the NBA, right? And Kyrie Irving.
I just brought it up too. The Rockets and Spurs a few years ago, you would think they're just like top dogs.
Terrible.
15th and 14th, lost 12 in a row for Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
That's
They're
just
rebuilding.
no, it makes sense. And the Warriors are only ninth right now, which is again pretty crazy.
Yeah, and they've got not fully healthy, but they've still got their big three, Andrew Wiggins. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just a very volatile league, especially with the amount of movement. But the trade, the two biggest moves around the trade deadline obviously involved the Nets, right? The Nets traded first Kyrie away because of a trade request from Kyrie. He went to Dallas Mavericks to play with Luka Doncic.
I
Then
found out
Dorian,
the morning of, and I thought he was one of the Lakers. Then he just joins the
that's what everyone thought.
Mavericks.
Yeah. I believe Dory Finley-Smith and Spencer Dinwiddie and some picks went the other direction. So honestly, really good value if you can hold on to Kyrie because I know his contract expires at the end of the season. Um, I'm interested to see how Doncic and Kyrie share the ball. I know Kyrie has played with some really dominant players before, like LeBron, like KD. He's used to being next to that superstar. But I'm interested to see how it is with Doncic because Doncic really hasn't played with any superstars. He's had Porzingis, Christmas Pink. I remember the meme. I don't remember what it was now. It's like Christmas Pinkus, something like that. Some New York guy.
Yeah.
Drafted him. Um, but he's not a superstar. I borderline star maybe. Um, when he first got traded, but Kyrie's a whole different kind of game, and I'm interested to see how they look. The Mavericks right now are 31 and 27, the fourth seed in the Western Conference, and I just think it'll be interesting to see how they adapt. And Dorian Finley-Smith, I think, will be an underrated loss for them, just because he was such an important two-way, three kind of guy. And then moving on to the Suns' big trade, bringing in KD. I can't imagine KD in a town as small as Phoenix. I mean, not saying Phoenix is small, but he
No,
gets to be
but
with
the
the
market,
markets.
yeah.
He was just in Golden State, and he was just in Brooklyn, and he wants to live in those big cities. That's why he left KC, right? Um, so it's interesting to see him in that small market. But now they've got something to prove. Trading away Mikal Bridges, he was super important to the Suns, but at the end of the day, if you can get KD, you get rid of
Yeah.
Bridges. And I think the Suns, if they can figure it out on the court, and Chris Paul can actually play still because he's like 52, I think the Suns
I was gonna
will.
say I thought he was like 65 the last time I heard of Chris Paul, but I mean
Yeah,
it is a team that could contend again. Even
I'm
though I'm pretty
interested.
sure the last time the Suns made a run, Chris Paul, they got scored on 45 points in one quarter. I'm pretty sure.
It was or Chris Paul didn't score at all or something. Because I mean, if he brings the ball up the court and sets the offense, that's where Chris Paul's at his best. And then you just let Booker and KD cook, and you just let Ayton run pick and rolls with Ayton.
I mean, there's a plan, but as soon as you get on the court and you're losing, that plan might just go away. So
Yeah, yeah. And then I just want to note this one to you as I'm looking at the standings. Your favorite player in the NBA
I
is
looked at De'Aaron Fox for a minute. Yeah, they're third.
they're third. The Kings this year are really, really good. Not that they really have any big stars besides De'Aaron Fox. Sorry, Tyrese Halliburton too. But
You're saying
that
players I don't
team,
even know. The last time I watched the league consistently was when De'Aaron Fox
man.
got
I think
drafted.
Halliburton is an all-star.
The last
Pretty sure he's an
time,
all-star.
yeah, the last time I watched the league was when he got drafted. So
Hmm. All right, I'm looking now. Halliburton. Oh no, Halliburton, Indiana. Oh, I look like an idiot.
oh,
He got traded.
Sabonis as well.
Sorry, Sabonis is there, and De'Aaron Fox is an all-star. And then
Yeah,
something I thought you'd find really interesting is I wanted to see Western All-Star starters. There was a
Malik Monk.
replacement.
He's consistent.
Mhm. So there are 5 starters for the West, All-Star starters. Can you name them all?
Let me just go to just because I don't watch the league. Can I name 5 starters from the West that are all stars?
Yeah, yeah,
Doncic.
yep,
That's one. LeBron.
yep,
Steph.
yep. Pelicans, Nuggets,
I was gonna say the Nuggets center. I forgot his name.
Jokic. Yep.
Jokic. So the Pelicans. Ingram.
No, man.
No.
These
Dude, I don't.
big
I
name
haven't.
Pelicans do.
Oh, Zion.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
but I'm not sure which one of them. One of them is missing, and the All-Star starting power forward for the Western Conference is Larry Markkinen.
Laurie
I really
Marketing
like
made a
that guy's game.
return.
He got traded to the Jazz this season in return for Donovan Mitchell, and he has gone absolutely crazy. I was a big fan of Larry his rookie season. That's the kind of season I got into basketball. It was his rookie season for the Bulls when he made the All-Star team, not All-Star team, the All team. He looks he looks good, and then he just got really timid as a player. This season, he's finally put it all together. He's averaging, let's see here, 24.8 points per game, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. He's shooting 41% from, and it has a 51% field goal percentage. Just completely different player, and really aggressive. It's just really cool to see. And as a Bulls fan, I'm not upset we let him go because it made sense to let him go, but it just shows how
Just in
Bulls can't
this
develop
is
talent.
hindsight. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're terrible,
Yeah.
so we can't figure out how to win games, which is very frustrating. And Lonzo's knee may never be fixed.
Yeah.
That's my little NBA trade deadline thing that went into All Star, but I think the league is very competitive and anyone can win it this year. I think in the NBA and NFL generally, as you want.
Oh yeah, Super Bowl tonight. I might get back into the NBA just cause. I mean, just because my team, like, you can't get relegated in the NBA, so
Yeah,
doesn't matter if you're the worst. You can at least keep playing.
You lose the league just become a Kings fan and never make the playoffs.
Yep.
Even though they're doing it this year. Yeah, I guess we can finish it off here with a quick Super Bowl prediction.
So you're the only one that would really know that. Every year I bet that bleaching my hair
Yes.
is the person I was, and I've always got my prediction correct. And my brother-in-law is putting money on my guess since I told him that. But
That's great.
I'm going for the Eagles just because Mahomes is too good. He hasn't even won that much. Just don't want him to win. And then my girlfriend has family in Philadelphia, I guess, but that's really about it. I have no connection to the Eagles.
All right, you want to give me a random score?
Random scoreline? I always want to go for a high... I always like high-scoring games for Super Bowls. Like a few years ago when Tom Brady beat another team.
When it was like the Rams.
When it was like 13-3, and I was like, this is the most boring game I've ever seen in my life.
Patriots.
Yeah. But I'm going to say 24-14 Eagles.
24-14 Eagles. All right. I want the Chiefs to win. Um, I don't like Philly sports.
That's fair. That's completely
Um,
fair. I don't have a connection, so
yeah, the 76ers are. So I think that's where that stems from. But I don't like Philly sports. Kind of like I don't like Boston sports, just because I'm not from there,
and there's
and
yeah,
I
they
I
get
look in the
aggressive.
crowd sometimes, and I'm like, hmm,
They're
I
just
hope no
wearing their
one can
gold
hear.
chain and it's the tank top Boston jersey. Yep.
Yep, yep. So I want the Chiefs to win. I'm going to predict 31-24.
That's so an exciting scoreline, I will say. I just want an exciting
Yeah,
game. I won't be heartbroken with either way.
yeah.
So
And let's go Super Bowl MVP Mahomes. Do you know any Eagles players? There's the
I know the
quarterback Jalen
Kelsey
Hurts.
brothers are playing against each other.
They are, but I think the
Um,
Super Bowl MVP is going to be a center.
no, I don't. If the Chiefs win, I'm actually gonna say it might be Kelsey, since he's like their most reliable receiver. And I don't know anybody on the Eagles besides the Kelsey center.
Just give it Jalen Hurts because he's the
There you
quarterback.
go. There's my MVP guess.
Yeah, but I think if the Eagles win, it's going to be Jalen Hurts because
Yeah,
he's a superstar.
yeah.
He's definitely a superstar. All
All
right.
right.
Well, that covers everything we wanted to chat about today.
Yep. All right.
It's on the Sideline Debrief. This has been Jamie.
Ethan.
Thank you for joining us today. Peace.